So you are a customer success manager, let's say, or an account management leader, and your job, of course, is to keep and grow your customers' revenue. But it seems like your team has trouble getting customers to engage. Customers don't open up about their desired outcomes or business goals or their pain points, and sometimes they don't even want to meet at all. So how can you achieve your goal of keeping and growing revenue if you don't know what's most important to your customers? So after doing 2,700 customer discovery conversations, I can tell you why this is happening. It's because your team spends too much time in these sort of overly scripted customer interactions, clicking through slides about the product instead of just being more curious about the customer's why. And so here's the solution I would pose to you. I've honed a framework and techniques that get customers to open up like never before about what's most important to them. And it features 16 disruptive questions that get customers' brains to engage and lean in. It also features 12 deep listening techniques and some proven templates and hacks to help your team have more strategic customer conversations that drive customer engagement and insights and ultimately revenue. So today, thousands of customer success, account management, and sales folks are using Radically Authentic Discovery, or as I call it, RAD for short, instead of boring feature fests with endless slides. It's really been a game changer for so many teams in terms of a number of things. Dramatically improving customer engagement, more accurately forecasting churn and revenue growth, avoiding surprise churn, identifying expansion opportunities, uncovering insights and pain points that drive innovation that you can share with other teams to drive innovation in product, etc. And also, of course, to help effectively position and differentiate your product and service, and ultimately all in the service of accelerating and driving revenue growth. So here's how it works. So first, I meet with the team leader to clarify the goals and challenges. What skills and improvements would you like your team to achieve, and when? And how will those improvements impact key business metrics or outcomes? Then I will facilitate a 2-hour deep dive RAD workshop for your team, virtually or in person, to introduce the Radically Authentic Discovery methodology, how it works, and why it's so valuable and critical. And I'll also ask every participant to create their own personal RAD action plan so they can do their homework assignment, which is for them to go out and use the RAD method on at least 2 customer conversations in the subsequent 2 to 3 weeks. Every participant will also get a 12-page RAD toolkit that has tons of cheat sheets, resources, templates, FAQs, tips, and tricks to reinforce all the best practices and help them develop and create their personal outreach plans. Then we're not done, because in order to facilitate the adoption and embracing of the methodology, in about 2 to 3 weeks following that main session, I will lead a series of 1-hour team follow-up sessions for coaching. Every team member will have a chance at one of those sessions to take turns presenting the results of their homework. How did their customer conversations go when they asked the disruptive questions? What did they learn from the customer? All the rest of the team will be listening and chiming in with their perspectives. And then, of course, I'll weave in teaching and coaching along the way based on my experience. I would wrap this up by saying to you that Radically Authentic Discovery has proven to change behaviors for several reasons. As soon as the team members try it and they hear each other trying it, it becomes a team building exercise, but they'll also find that they really love the experience and the value of having their customers open up and becoming more consultative and solution oriented versus just sort of checking feature boxes and slides. And best of all, you're already having the customer conversations, so you don't have to do anything new except implement some of the techniques in conversations you're already having. So the framework is not only simple, it's designed to be very non-disruptive. And I've had many situations where folks in the training leave at the end of the training, and then later in that day they have a meeting with a customer and they're able to use the techniques and get customers to start opening up immediately. So if you want your team to have more strategic customer conversations that drive engagement, insights, and revenue, book a call with me. I would love to chat, and let's see if it makes sense for you and your team. Thank you so much for your time.